Okay, so sorry for the interruption. My phone ran out of space. I had to delete some videos, but we're going to continue. So code, in this meaning of code, one way we use this is we talk about a PIN code when you go to the bank. So that question came up. What is a PIN code? Well, I think a PIN code could be an example of this because it kind of represents a message in the sense that it represents, I'm saying that this is me. When I put my PIN code to get money from the ATM, it's like my signature. It proves that it's me. So those numbers represent the idea that this is you, not somebody else. So yeah, PIN code is a good way to use code. Number two, a system of computer programming instructions. So we talk about code being like the actual lines of text where we give instructions to a computer. And it says here a computer program, as many computer programs, have thousands of lines of code, or even millions, thousands probably, many thousands. Like a big program like Microsoft Word or something is going to be so much code. A lot of it's even, it's too much for one person to write, so they actually have other computers that make it. You program the other computer and then it makes it, and then the people go check it. That's very complicated. So code is like the instructions to the computer. Okay, number three, a set of moral principles or rules of behavior that are generally accepted by society or a social group. So in that sense, you talk about my code, your code, like personal code is like your personal beliefs about what is right. Or like your morals, yeah. And then it's often not just one person, it can be, but it's often the code of a group of people too. So kind of like ethics, which is going to be, I think, one of your word. I think you haven't had it yet, but it's also going to be an Awod word. So that's a good thing to know. Synonym. We have ethic is actually going to be on the card, but ethic is usually it has an S when we use it. So ethics. So so synonyms. So this sentence for the third definition is parents should give children a strong moral code. That children should accept the rules of society, the moral principles. That they know what's right and what's wrong. That's a job of parents. So a synonym for the first meaning is cipher, and a synonyms for the number three is ethics and moral principles. And so coded would be describing like a message that is in code. It's a coded message that's written in code. It's not easy to understand. Coding is the activity of programming a computer. And to code as a verb is for computers. It means programming the computer. And over here we have a sentence about books. So in many novels, the plot is focused on a character whose moral code is challenged by a situation. So in many stories, a character thinks that he or she knows everything about the world, and the character thinks, I know what's right, and then something happens, and the character goes, wait a minute, maybe not. Kind of like in The Mustache. The main character reconsiders his feelings about his family and his grandmother. Like he thinks that, oh, I don't like to see my grandmother. But then his code is challenged, and he realizes, no, I was wrong. I should value older people like my grandmother, and they're people too, and they need respect and everything. So that's a case of this in a short story. All right, that's about it for today. Thank you very much for watching.